Well, hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. And is now coming up on that day that most people dread, especially if they have a regular work period where they work on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, and it's coming up on Monday. So what I thought we'd do, and I know I missed about a week or so of doing this, but personal things kind of happened, and so I kind of hid away for a little bit, but I figured let's jump back into our vintage cartoons revisited and help you guys get through your Monday blues. And I certainly do hope that it helps you get through it. And if you ever feel like you need help with anything else and you feel like you can't talk to your friends or your family, please feel free to hit me up in my Little Wolf's Den or my Swordsmen group. But if you don't think you can do that, you can always hit up the U.S. Suicide Hotline number, which is 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. And if you're into texting more, you can always hit them up at 741-741. And if you're outside of the U.S., you can always hit up the website suicide.org/international-suicide-hotlines.html. And they'll give you a list of all the other countries out there and websites that you can visit, and hopefully find the help that you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our first cartoon. And it's going to be a Betty Boop one as per usual for a certain little biped out there. Hello, little Miss Katie. I hope you are doing fine today, and I hope this helps you get rest. Okay, so this one is going to be kind of a little bit of a racist one, and it's from 1939, and it's called Rhythm on the Reservation. And it's from 1939. And it says, in Rhythm on the Reservation, Betty Boop is part of Betty Boop's swing band. She arrives at a Native American reservation and encounters a tribe who steal her instruments and repurpose them for their traditional uses. There is a brief interlude where the chief attempts to flirt with her before he is reprimanded by his wife. Soon Betty teaches the tribe to play the instruments, and the swing number ensues, complete with the dance number. The cartoon ends with Betty leaving the reservation as the chief attempts to go to her and is pulled back again by his wife. So let's jump into the reservation and see if they can get into the swing of things.
Oh, customer, make 'em ballyhoo.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Redskin? I'd like to buy a tom-tom.
Bracelet,
No,
moccasin.
no. I want tom-tom.
Me give 'em tom-tom.
Oh, thank you.
Me, I don't know. Olga, Kumala Haba.
Oh. Oh! Oh, I wanted to buy that.
Take 'em, bro.
Oh, they're gone.
Make 'em free.
Uh-huh. Look at the fun they're having. Isn't that cute?
Don't make 'em smoke, don't make 'em fire. Make 'em hot. Heap big point.
Oh, isn't he a little darling? Oh.
Hello, Toad.
Oh. Look at him.
Funny fella. Uh-oh, we gotta go. So long,
Oh. Oh, what's the matter with Pop? That's no Pop. That's Tom Tom.
Tom Tom?
Uh-huh. Look, like this.
Oh,
Big Indian brave. Just beat that drum and make it hum that swing like craze. Play, princess white wing. Don't feel forlorn. Grind out that corn and make it swing. Come in violin. Trombone make it sing. Super ball, cymbal string. Yes, everybody swing, Oh, let us play, Mr. Redskin. You're in the groove now.
Hey, go, Daddy. Hello, you do the bowling. Indians with a boy. Oh, me in the jail. Bong, 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 bong.
Goodbye, Mr. Redskin.
So long, everybody.
And it is a bit weird to see cartoons back then kind of trying to depict what a reservation life was like, and I've kind of grown up near a reservation when I lived in Wisconsin, and there was a reservation not too far from me where I was at, and I got to go visit them and see what it was like there, and basically kind of like a lower area of like a slums almost with some of the things that happens. So it's hard to really be happy with some of the things they depict, and especially living up in Alaska and having been out to the villages and seeing what life out there is like. It's almost like a third world country when you go and see it. But, it hopefully isn't good fun, and I hope it didn't offend too many people. And I just want to have fun and see what things were like, especially back in 1939. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our next cartoon. And I figured let's jump into a Popeye one. Popeye is definitely fun, and I do love watching him. And this one is from 1956, and it's called A Haul in One. And here it says Popeye and Bluto are, believe it or not, pals and partners in a moving company. Maybe it's because Popeye isn't squinting here. Anyhow, Olive has made the mistake of hiring them. She hasn't finished packing yet, so the boys, smitten as soon as she answers the door, compete to help her. Once packed, they complete the move, more impressed piles of her belongings. Popeye easily wins these contests, even though Bluto locks him in the van at one point. At the end, Bluto socks Popeye into the piano, then into a table, though he hardly seems to need it. Popeye still eats his spinach and then thrashes Bluto. So let's see what happens when these two are trying to be the moving company that most people weren't sure they wanted or needed.
Oh dear, the movers will be here any minute and I haven't finished packing.
How are we gonna get our truck in there, pal?
Just leaves it to me, chum. Okay, back her in.
Gosh, I'll never get through packing. Oh, the movers.
Wow!
Come right in, boys.
It's a pleasure to move a beautiful doll like you, babe.
But I haven't finished packing yet.
That's all right, miss. I'll pack for you.
Oh, thank you.
There you are. Dish is all packed.
Oh, you're a fast one.
Oh, yeah? Watch me pack. Babe.
What a man!
Why, that dirty double-crosser!
I sure got rid of that runt.
Bravo! Bravo! You're Superman!
Okay, wise guy. Catch that. And that. And that.
Oh, you're terrific!
The job I did finish, 'cause I ate space spinach. I'm Popeye the Moving Man.
Okay, so now we are coming up on our third and final cartoons, and that means our time in the den is going to slowly come to an end. But before that happens, let's see what happens here. And it's another Tom and Jerry cartoon, and I know lots of people have been confused when I put Tom and Jerry in there. They're always thinking of the old cat and mouse Tom and Jerry, but these are human ones before the Tom and Jerry era of the cat and mouse. And this one is from 1932, and it's called Rocketeers. And let's see here, it says Tom and Jerry build an experimental rocket intending to go to the moon. The rocket misfires, and they instead find themselves exploring a strange world at the bottom of the ocean. And I love things to do with the ocean. I love watching documentaries on the open ocean, the deep ends of the ocean where they get as far down as they can, hitting the bottom of the ocean, and kind of showing what life is like where there is no sunlight and different ways that the animals get around there. So this is going to be fun to watch for me because I definitely love the ocean, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So let's jump in here, try and blast off, and let's crash and see what happens in the ocean.
Uh-oh. Hello, suckers. Give the little girl a big hand. Oh, how we love to own a fish store. That's all we wish for. A lovely fish store. We have the mermaids all dressed up just like dollies. We have our little fish store doing better business than the follies. We put a flounder in the window, we say. We put it on the scale and say we're giving this away. Oh, how we love to own a fish store. We sell nothing but one halibut. Oh, how we love to own a fish store. That's all we wish for, a lovely fish store. To all the patties, we sell the fin and hatties. And to all the cones and missions, we would sell gefilte fishes. They say an apple keeps the doctor away. But we don't need a doctor with a mermaid every day. Oh, how we love to own a fish store. I once had 2 herring and 1 snout.
that cartoon now ending, our time here is gonna come to an end. And I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope it did give you a break from your life and give you a much needed time to breathe and relax and to just enjoy some of these older cartoons that they have had back then, because it's just so much fun to see where the animation came from and all the different iterations of the different characters that were back then and how they would look now, especially with them being more computer generated now, which there are so many of them where they're doing that now, and I'm not too happy with it, especially with like some of the Scooby-Doo ones where they're computer animated and they look nothing like the original characters, and they don't act like the original characters. But I guess we have to evolve with the way things are going now and the way they animate things now. So we'll just have to see what happens. I just kind of wish they would kind of go back to more of the roots of what some of these characters were like and what they were supposed to be like. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how things evolve later on down the road and to just kind of enjoy the different journeys of what's going on. And I hope you did enjoy it. And in another area of my, I guess what you would call my YouTube life, I'm also going through with my Swordsman group and some friends in there and talking about Dragon Ball and watching that and seeing how things are. And it's definitely going to be fun to watch that. We've just finished the first 13 episodes, which is supposed to be the first arc of it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as we go through all the other different seasons or arcs or however you want to call them. But I'm loving it so far, and it's definitely helping me get out of my shell that I put myself into for like the last week or so. And I just can't wait to see what else happens. I hope all of you enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you a break from your life for a moment and gave you time to relax, because that's what I want my channel to do, to help introduce you to things that I enjoy and that help give me a break and help give my brain a time to unwind and relax and just have a good time. It's what I want to do here. And if you want to help out with this, please, whenever you go out, please keep trying to mask up. We have the new variant going around that's happening that's more contagious and getting more people sick, and we have another thing out there with pox on it that is spreading around. So we have to try and be careful with how close we get to people and how much we have to breathe in the same air and things like that. So please be careful when you go out. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, please go out and get your vaccinations or your booster shots if you can, because the more your body knows what to fight against, the safer you'll be and the sooner you'll heal and things like that. And of course, if you can, when you go out, please keep trying to social distance where you can. The further we are apart from each other, the safer we're going to be, the harder it'll be to spread the stuff around that's happening. And it'll help us get further into the future the way we want to. And of course, there are certain ones out there who cannot go out and get their vaccinations or their boosters because of medical reasons. They're allergic to something in it or stuff like that. So we got to keep the world safer for them. And I have a certain little cheetah here that we definitely need to try and keep safe. So let's keep the world safer for them, because the world would definitely be a lot different without them, and my world would definitely be a lot less bright. I love them a lot, and they know it, and I know a lot of you love them too, so let's keep them safe. So until next time, I love all you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. You are so awesome, and thank you for your help and support with my channel. And just spread the word to anybody you think that would like old cartoons or video games or older movies, things that I do my videos on. And I hope it helps everybody get a quick break from their day. I love you bipeds, quadrupeds, and occasional dinosaurs so much. So until next time, Wolf out.